Thank you for coming. My name is RanQueenofCups, and we are doing a reading today on the subject of anxiety. I was getting a message that there is someone who's feeling very trapped, very anxious. Some confirmations for you would be chest pain, nightmares, remembering the past, worrying about the future. I was also getting a message of someone feeling backed up into a corner as if we have to do these things or else the worst is going to happen. Well, it's true that we do have to get serious sometimes in order to mark some things off our list that, like for example, if it has to do with the law or if it has to do with like a relationship that's very important to you, something like that. Yeah, we do need to attack it head on, but it's almost we're feeling forced to. We're feeling very, very forced to. I just want you to know that you don't have to do anything that you don't want to. Well, I will say that, you should do your best to follow the law. As somebody who, is in a, who would I be if I was like, don't follow the law? Do it, do your best. But at the same time, I don't know. It feels like we're being pressured to be someone we're not. It feels like we are being guided by someone who doesn't have our best interest at heart, or someone who fears the worst and so paints us into this picture that is not who we are, who we want to be, or where we'd like to go. So, if that's a confirmation for you, we're going to do a reading to help guide you through this. And I know it's going to be okay. I do have in your future you figuring it out, so don't worry. And let's go ahead and get into your reading further. If you are new here, I hope you're enjoying your stay. And if something's resonating with you, please let me know in the comments. Also, when it comes to the future, remember, tarot is unreliable, so take it with a grain of salt. If there's a thing in the future that you're like, oh my God, I don't want that to happen, you are the master of your own fate, the dealer of your own destiny, as I always say, so you can do something about it. Okay, let's see what we got. It's incoming. Knight of Pentacles. Could have to do with work, your job. Maybe you hate going to work, but we have you being noticed for something. There's something that somebody has their eyes on you. Work, the home. You know what I'm seeing? You just kind of like minding your own business, just like chilling, and then somebody's like laser focused on you, and I see you wanting to like run away because you feel more peaceful when you're out of their energy. Okay, that's what I'm getting. So in the future, you may have someone say something to you that you reflect on a lot. And it's almost like you see where it's coming from. You understand the bigger picture of it. But that doesn't mean you necessarily agree with that perspective. It's interesting because I do see you right now just feeling very anxious and very serious, wanting to make a plan to even like escape, which is interesting. And I do see you being separated and on your own. So that's a good sign. Your environment, and I think you understand this, isn't suited for you anymore. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw a tower in the future. Judgment, waking up to your soul's purpose, the King of Wands, so that we can live more creatively and free. But there are some things that we need to, figure out beforehand, like money, or maybe there's a lease that needs to end, like debt that we need to pay off. I feel like there's some debt here. If you're like in school and stuff like that, maybe you just don't have the funds to actually be as creative as you'd like. Or maybe some of you are, to people who are in school, the message here is like, is this really what I want to study? Is this really what I want to dedicate my life to? And it's almost like we're feeling financially obligated to at this point, but there's a creative kind of like boss of my own life. I'm in charge. I want to be free energy, really buzzing on the inside of you. Yeah, it's okay. So we have the Magician manifesting something we want to pour our all into so that we can make money from it. That's good to see. I do see you manifesting something much more passionate, much more giving, there's more reciprocity. There's more of a love of the game. And it is new and it's exciting. I'm really happy to see this because I can tell that there's fear around it, but we know that we need to get serious in life if we want to feel fulfilled. But once again, there's somebody who talks a lot. There's somebody who will be talking. All right. And I kind of see you purposely being like, whatever. But maybe in the past it really affected you. But there's like some spite energy, but I like it. It feels very driven. I also see you really wanting to make yourself proud. I wonder if you're starting to I don't know. I'm getting like inner child stuff. I don't know if that is something that you've been thinking about. Oh, okay. This one wanted to come out. Wheel of Fortune. Fated events, good luck. That's really good to see. So we do have good things coming in. And that makes me feel much more at ease. I wonder if we've been planning on it. I wonder if there's some sort of escape you've been planning on. Okay, so that's what I have for the future. Let me know if that's resonating with you. Okay, I want to see what we're drawing towards us. This wanted to come out again. Temperance. Be patient. Here, right? Like, be patient. It's not going to happen ASAP. It may take longer than you would hope. What energies do we need to call in order for us to get to this like place of peace and harmony quicker? What do we need to call in? And then we'll also see what your soul is trying to tell you. Psychic protection. Like I said, like somebody's ideas of you, somebody's preferred version of you is coming through. And I feel like it's affecting your decisions surrounding like your life picture. It's very interesting. Around me now, a shield of gold protecting me strong and bold. Some of you, I don't think you're a people pleaser. That's not the energy I'm getting. There's someone who's living in anxiety and you're picking up on that. And it's almost like it's affecting your purpose. And I wonder if you feel that way. Like when you're alone, do you have almost like a critic in your head? And do you know who that critic is? Like for me, it was my parents. Like constantly my parents were critiquing me in my mind, my every action. And I'd be out with my friends and be like, oh my God, my parents would be so mad if they knew, like even as an adult. And so, it's something very similar. It could have to do with a parent. Maybe it has to do with a partner. For some of you, it is your partner, but there's a communication coming in. I also saw harmony and peace, right? Moderation as well. So I just think that we need to stick to our guns and not be so triggered by people's dissatisfaction. I also feel that a lot of you are not used to being trusted, which is very interesting because I feel like you're a very honest and trustful and honest and trustworthy person. But for some reason, maybe you had a partner in the past, or maybe I don't know, someone is just are you cheating on me? Or or there's someone who doesn't respect your privacy as well. And we have to protect ourselves from this. So there's boundaries that need to be upheld. There's communication that needs to happen, but it has to come from a place of love. And sometimes the most loving thing you can do is to leave or separate temporarily, so that that other person can reflect. But there is somebody who, I wonder if there's this cycle too. It's you you step back from them, and then like they're nice and loving, and then when you come back, they're very critical again. And I think that you're aware of this, but you're very hopeful that it'll change, and it is getting better with time. Yeah, it is getting better with time, and I think you see that, and that's why you haven't given up on this. I like that. Okay, I want to pull one more, actually. One more. What else do we need to call in? Justice. So what is going on with, like, just, there needs to be a very honest, clear communication, okay? By the power of 3 by 3, Ma'at delivered justice to me. Honesty, clarity, Libra energy, heavy on the swords and communication. Balance, protection of the mind. Your mind is going a million miles a minute right now. Oh my goodness. What is your soul trying to tell you? What is your soul trying to tell you in this moment? See the light and stay grounded. Your soul's trying to tell you to fucking stay your grounded. Stay your ground. All right? Some of you falter because you genuinely care and you don't want to hurt anybody. But it's time to get sharp. It's time to be this King of Swords. Very, like, straightforward. It's almost like fight fire with fire. I don't know if that means anything with anybody, but I don't think anyone should be cruel. And I know some people will look at this like, it's time for fucking justice magic, baby. No! Do not wish harm upon others, please. I do not, I think sometimes people need to learn lessons, that's true. But the biggest lesson, the best revenge they say you can have on someone is to be happy. And so that's what you're being called to do. Creating heaven on earth, it's happening. There's like a, like crystal grid activation. There's something you have to say. And I wonder if I feel that there's going to be a moment where you're like, it's time. It's my life. And you have to stop telling me what to do, or you have to stop living in my head almost. Okay, let's get one more message around that. What's the reaction? What are the consequences of this? Nonetheless, though, I do see you living a more fulfilled and passionate life. Okay. It'll take time, though. Nobody likes to hear that, especially in future readings. But, you can make it come in faster. What's the consequences of this? Living in your purpose. Let's go, lovers. The High Priestess, understanding yourself better. And then we have being kinder and warmer to yourself and others. There's a positivity to this. There's also understanding, I see myself in you. That's what it is. It's not fight fire with fire. It's almost like it's like this is what you understand. I'm speaking your language. That's the energy, because there's so much about communication. So it's like, let's say you've been trying to have conversations to communicate with this person, and it just never worked. You've done it your whole life, but you try to communicate differently, like maybe through action, and you go, hey, I'm doing this, and you can't tell me what to do. Something like that, and oh my goodness, it ends up very well for you. Very mature, very grounded, and understanding of what is calling. What is calling? Who's calling? Some of you, it's going to be a phone call. But that's okay, it's okay. Alrighty, that's what I see for you. Let me know if that resonated, okay? Tell me, remember to comment, subscribe. It helps the channel. It does. And I wish you the best with everything that you are endeavoring. Remember that you are never alone and you are loved. Okay. All right. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.